I need your advice on this. I have been missing my ex. I can't believe it, but it's true. And I want to hear from you guys because if you are divorced, whether it's recent or it was a long time ago, or maybe you just went through a breakup with a boyfriend or a girlfriend, I just want to know, do you think about that person? Oh, that's Fiona right there. That was just a big, big sigh. Um, do you think about that person? Do you miss that person? Why, almost 8 months after my divorce, is this just starting to surface? Welcome to my colorful life after a gray divorce. My name's Regan, also known as the Easy Ex-Wife. And speaking of the Easy Ex-Wife, I need to address a comment that somebody made. And he said, I think it was a he, it said something about be careful using the name the Easy Ex-Wife. People might interpret it a different way than you want them to. And I have to admit that that was kind of the point. I know it's a double entendre. Remember that from English class where one word can have two meanings and one of the meanings is a little bit risque. And I addressed this in one of my other videos, just explaining why I came up with the name The Easy Ex-Wife. And it was actually a friend of mine that came up with it. And the two of us had a really, really good laugh about it. And I mean, we were cracking up because of the double entendre. And no, I didn't use this name for clickbait, but it's just really funny. And I thought maybe some of you guys, the viewers, would think it was funny. And I know we're just starting to get to know each other here, but you probably know now from my past videos that I'm not the risque definition of the Easy Ex-Wife, but it's fun. And if I ever become that version, you guys will be the first to know. But I don't see that happening. I mean, I haven't even been on a date with anybody since my divorce. But I actually do have a date that's coming up that I will let you know about in my next video because it's next week and it's just a coffee date. But yeah, I will let you guys know all about it. Do you have your tea or your coffee or your cocktail of choice? I've got mine and I'm ready to let you know about how I am missing my ex-husband. So good. Some days just the tea hits the spot. And whenever I'm filming these videos, it's in the mid-afternoon and it's always, I love tea anyway, but it just really tastes so good in the afternoon. And I've got my little love bug right next to me, kind of taking up the whole couch. And I do appreciate you guys asking about Fiona because I had told you that she had gone to the vet. Well, she had to go back to the vet and she's doing great, but she has another checkup. They think that something might be wrong with her eye. She's on medication right now, and if it doesn't clear up in the next 4 or 5 days, then she may have to see a specialist. But anyway, I love all your good wishes about Fiona, and she's going to be okay. I know that. She has to be. But back to the topic of conversation today. Missing my ex. It's just really kind of crazy to me that I've been missing him lately. That it's now, that it wasn't earlier. And I think it's because in the very beginning, I came up with the ick list. Have you heard of that? The ick list. It's actually a great way to get over somebody. Basically, you just write down all the things that are ick, just yucky about that person or the relationship that you had with them. And, you know, after almost 30 years of marriage and being together over 30 years, you know, I kind of had a list. I'm sure he's got a list about me too, but I would refer back to that, and then there'd be absolutely no missing him whatsoever. Well, as of late, I actually have been missing him. And when I go back and I refer to that ick list, it's not really changing the way I feel. And I still miss him. And I don't get it. Two of my good friends from Park City were in town visiting. It's a couple that we used to live right next door to. And the house that we raised our kids in, and these were great friends, and I'm so glad that we didn't have to split up our friends. In fact, that should be a video in the future, just if you had to split up friends. But anyway, this one couple, they were here in town visiting, going to some shows, and we got together, and we didn't talk about my ex at all. And then a couple cocktails in, I don't drink very much, but a couple cocktails in on this day, he got brought up. And I love this couple so much. And the words actually came out of my mouth. I really, really miss him. And I can't even bear the thought of him being with someone else. And I can't even think about being with someone else. And maybe this is just coming to me. Maybe some of it has to do with being asked out on this date, that I was excited this guy asked me out for coffee, but at the same time, I don't think I want it to exit the friend zone, if you know what I mean. So anyway, I told them about that, and they said, oh, well, he's definitely not seeing anyone, and he said he does not want to see anybody. He's just going to stay single the rest of his life. And one thing I did say to my friend, I'll say her name, Michelle, she doesn't care, to Michelle, when I told her, that I really missed him, her husband was kind of not listening at that point. He was like watching a game on TV or doing something else. And he's a little bit hard of hearing, so I think he just misses a lot of the conversation anyway. But when the words came out of my mouth and I said I missed him, I said, oh my gosh, don't mention that. But she is such a lover of love that I wouldn't be surprised if she mentions it to him. And you know what? I don't care. I don't really care. We haven't been communicating at all. We had to communicate via text just once about some tax stuff, but I have not texted him at all. I just decided to get to New York and just start creating this new life and living this new life. And anytime I had the urge to text him or call him, I just, put on the brakes and made sure I didn't do that. So pretty much there's been no contact. And I just want to know what you guys think. Have you missed your ex in the past? Are you missing your ex right now, whether it's a ex-husband or ex-wife or ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend? I do want to hear from you. I'm sure this is very normal, but I do think it's odd that it's happening now instead of in the very beginning. And is the ick list not helping now because the dust has settled? They're not really hard feelings anymore. I mean, there's some hard feelings. There are some things that I just want to be like, oh, I can't believe that happened, or why did he do that, or whatever. But I'm not as angry as I was initially. So maybe it's just because I've gone through all the stages of grief and I'm out of that part of it, and maybe that's just what's making me miss him. And maybe I just miss that he was a person in my life for over 30 years. And he will always be in my life. I mean, we share two beautiful boys together, but I don't know. Let me know what you think, and I really, really want to hear from you. I'm not going to act on anything. I'm not going to, text him and tell him I miss him. I'm just not going to go there. He has no idea about this channel. I actually have not shared this channel with a soul. I have my two friends, it's a married couple that I was talking to, and they helped me come up with the handle Easy Ex-Wife, and they said, oh, you should do it. You should do this channel. But I just wanted this to grow organically with people that are interested in the topic I'm talking about, which is basically, how to get through a great divorce and come out on the other end really happy and healthy, and all the things that you have to go through when you're a little bit older and you're on your own. All right, so the comments are open down below. I want to hear from you guys. Let me know your thoughts on this topic. And if you're missing someone right now, I'm sorry about that, because it hurts a little bit. I also want to know if ever in the past you missed someone and you acted on it, and how things turned out. And I just want to hear all the things. So please start the comments rolling down below. I love that we have started conversations after almost all these videos, and this video I think is number 12, maybe 13. So not a whole lot of videos out there, but you guys get really active in the comments, and I so appreciate it. Okay, that is it for today. I thank you so much for joining me. I hope I see you again right here next week. If you haven't done the things, you know what they are. Subscribe, comment, ring the bell. What else? Thumbs up. Go ahead and do that if you want to, because it really helps out the channel. And I appreciate you all so much. I love you, and I can't wait to see you next week. Bye. There's my sweet girl. She's just turned away from the camera today. She's just camera shy, that's all. All right, I'll see y'all next week. Love ya. Bye.